Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of DTF with Frankie and Herb.
My name is Frankie.
And my name is Herb. Frankie, we finished the month of April. We're now in May. But
hmm
before we get into May movie releases, did you watch any of the April movie
I
releases?
absolutely did, man. I saw a few. I watched Murder Mystery 2 and the Monique stand up
Okay.
that came out. I, preferred the Murder Mystery 2 over the Monique stand up, but both very good pieces of entertainment to watch.
Absolutely, man. I watched Murder Mystery as well. I think that one was very, very good. But if I had to choose which one was my favorite in the month of April, I'm going with Super Mario Brothers, man. They did not disappoint. You already know how I feel with animated movies, and it was just so funny, especially with the cast that they had. Jack Black did amazing as Bowser.
I believe it, man. I
I,
believe it, man. It's like I mentioned in the recording that we did. Like Illumination was trusted heavily
oh yeah,
with this IP.
oh yeah,
So they had better not disappoint.
absolutely, and that's exactly what they did. Man, they did not disappoint. So we got some May movie releases, and Frankie, I'm really excited about these movies. Today we're also going to be going over an actor's profile, Chris Pratt, very interesting guy,
Oh yeah.
and you already know we're going to end it with my recommendation for a movie of the week.
Okay, but before that, of course, you know what we have to do. We got our question of the day.
Lay it on me.
All right, question of the day. Question of the day. What actor or actress had a stellar performance after stepping outside of their usual roles?
Hmm. Let me see. You know, with you just asking that question, I feel like the first person that comes to mind is Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey, I don't know if you know this, but Matthew McConaughey's career in the beginning was mainly him just being, a chick flick guy. He was the handsome guy that every woman was falling in love with and whatnot. And he did a lot of movies, including one with J-Lo, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I believe that was um I'm not sure.
Me
I want
neither.
to I want to say I want to say 10 Ways to Lose a Guy or Ghost of Girlfriend's Past.
Something like that. But he definitely had a lot of movies in his career that was just him being that handsome guy and whatnot. The country accent, blondie, great looking guy. I'm not gonna deny that. But yeah, so he stepped away from comedy and into those roles and stepped into the drama world. And within a few years, he literally won an Oscar for best leading actor in Dallas Buyers Club. You remember that film?
I love Dallas Buyers Club so
Yeah,
much.
it was a great film, and he didn't disappoint the acting world. He made a name for himself in Hollywood, and I guess he's doing all right, all right, all right.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. What about you, man?
So for me, an actor that had a stellar performance, stepping outside of the usual role, I would have to go with Adam Sandler,
Okay.
the
All right.
Sandman.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
He's typically known for his feel good comedy slash love stories.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the greats. You've got Little Nicky.
Oh yeah.
You've got The Water Boy.
Oh yeah.
You got 50 First Dates. You've got
Happy Gilmore.
Happy
Billy
Gilmore,
Madison.
Billy Madison. Just go with it. You could just name all of his movies, and
Oh
you,
yeah.
you absolutely enjoyed every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's probably got one bad movie under his name, but that's it. Right?
Yeah. Jack and
So
Jill. I'm throwing it out there.
so he's normally known for those things, but he has this film that was called Uncut Gems.
Mm.
Uncut Gems was a dramatic movie. Like there are some things that if you watch the movie you'll laugh at it, but not because it's a comedy, but it's the character he plays is just quirky,
Oh yeah.
right?
Big time.
Quirky character. So he steps outside of his normal comedic roles and whatnot, and he plays this shisty pawn shop owner slash jewelry dealer. And the performance he gives takes you on a whirlwind of emotions, bro. Like like oh my gosh, like at times watching this movie I was happy for him, I was upset with him, I was in disbelief of him.
Yeah.
you know
He definitely made you feel a lot of emotions.
exactly. So many people thought he should have gotten an Oscar nomination for that role, but when he got stumped for that,
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood made him so mad he went right back to the comedies.
Yeah, yeah. I thought he was gonna get nominated too, honestly. But hey, you know how Hollywood is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So for everyone out there listening, our question of the day: what actor or actress had a stellar performance after stepping out of their usual roles? You can leave your answer under Twitter, and Instagram, and even on Spotify at Discuss the Film.
Oh yeah,
And now, Frankie, let's get into our May movie
let's
releases.
do it.
I told you at the beginning of this episode that I'm excited about what's coming out this month, but we're going to stick with just two for our listeners, all right? Let's start with Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my
Star
goodness.
Lord. Man, this is exciting. Personally, I'm a huge fan of James Gunn. If anyone knows that name, he is a writer and director of the entire trilogy of Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's just so fun to watch these people go to work. You get me? And I'm just very excited for part 3. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like in the trailer that it's going to be more about Rocket and his upbringing.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting also when I'm looking at things coming out about the film and whatnot. They say that this is supposed to be um, almost like an origin story for Rocket, and we're going to be closing a lot of stories for the Guardians characters, and there's going to be some passing of the torch in this film.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, if you've been paying attention to the MCU, you'll see that the characters that are in the forefront are getting younger.
That's very true, actually. Oh, very sad to see, man.
So that's what they're saying. There's going to be some passing of the torch in this film also.
That's pretty lame if you ask me. But hey, I've trusted Marvel so far, and though they've disappointed in the past year, I'm still having hope for what Marvel's bringing for us, you know? One thing that not Kevin Feige, what's this guy named? The CEO of Disney, he said that people, at least according to the reports as to the profits that a lot of MCU movies are coming out with, people are having a superhero fatigue. You know, people are not tired of seeing superheroes, but I guess, they're tired of trying to keep up with so much that's happened.
That's exactly what happened. They were just releasing so much content, MCU during their Phase 4. They were releasing so much content. I think it was the most movies Marvel ever released in a single year.
Yeah.
And then the Disney Plus projects you add on top of that, it was a lot to keep up with.
I couldn't keep up after Moon Knight, man. I lost it after that. Yeah, bro.
Moon Knight was great though.
Yeah, it was. But talk to me about this next movie we got here.
Right, so the next film we got in our May movie releases is a psychological thriller called Hypnotic, and it's starring Ben Affleck. And in this film, Hypnotic, Ben Affleck is a government agent, CIA, FBI, something like that. and his daughter is kidnapped. Years later, I guess it turns into a cold case, and he's in therapy for what's been happening in his life. He's in therapy for it, and the therapist just cleared him to go back to work, and there's a new criminal out there, someone creating new chaos in the streets and whatnot, and they're calling for the attention of Ben Affleck's character specifically, and Ben Affleck jumps on this case because whoever this person is sends him a picture of his daughter.
Alive?
No idea.
Oh.
No idea.
Ooh, is that a spoiler or not?
I don't know how much time has passed between his daughter missing and this guy, but it's a psychological thriller because while the film of the movie, the name of the film is called Hypnotic, and what's happening in this movie is that the main antagonist is using hypnotic suggestion to commit his crimes through other people.
Okay, so like telling them what to do.
Exactly.
Okay.
And in the trailer it explains it's a new type of criminal, and he doesn't need to do much eye contact, familiar noises or familiar fragrances, and he could just command control of a person's body and get them to do these crimes.
Okay. So yeah, that definitely sounds like a new type of crime.
Oh yeah, man, it's exciting to me because I love psychological thrillers. They are taking the concept of something that is real, like hypnotic suggestion, and injecting it into a crime drama. Okay. It sounds like it's going to be a really good film.
Yeah, man, especially with Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck's killing that. Is he directing that one?
I didn't see.
No, Ben Affleck's directing almost every movie he's in now.
That's true.
It's probably one of his terms in getting on these projects. But hey, if you got it, you got it.
Exactly. So that's our main movie releases. We've got Marvel Studios' Guardian of the Galaxy. That's coming out tomorrow, May 5th. And Ben Affleck's Hypnotic is coming out May 13th. Be sure to go get those things.
Oh yeah.
Now that we got the May movie releases out the way, we are ready to talk about the absolutely hilarious Chris Pratt.
Welcome, Chris.
Welcome, Chris.
All right. Thank you for being here. Now, let's get the boring stuff out of the way. Chris Pratt is 43 years old. It doesn't look like it. He was born in Virginia, but raised in Washington State. Isn't that sad?
You know, my brother lived in Washington for a short period of time, Washington State, and he says it rains 9 months out of the year and it snows the other 3.
Okay.
So yes, it's very sad.
I think of Twilight as soon as I think of Washington State. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge nature guy, so in that sense, it looks great, you know. But Twilight really made it was pretty sad. But he was very active in grade school, participating in shot put, wrestling, and track. So he was a pretty active guy back then.
Yeah, he sounded really active, which really made it a surprising thing to me that he waited until Guardians of the Galaxy to get back in shape. Like those activities you named require physical, strength, and
Right.
and you're doing things physically, and there's physicality in it. It just requires all that, and he didn't get into shape until Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, if Marvel came to me and said, "Hey, you want to be the next big star?" Yeah, I'll get in shape in 2 weeks. Hold my baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. And one thing that's very interesting with how big of a movie star he is just like a lot of people at one point of their lives did not know what they wanted to be in life.
Mhm.
He even told one of his teachers on his way out of school that I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. But one thing I know for sure is I'm going to be famous with a ton of money.
Oh my gosh.
And look at him now.
The confidence.
The confidence and the American dream coming true.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the confidence, right? I wish I had known Chris Pratt back then, but he's significantly older than me. But I got the chance to watch a video of his high school graduation online.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a video of his high school graduating online, and he was actually elected to be his senior class speaker for the ceremony. And he was just absolutely funny and filled with emotion at that young of an age. Like you could see his showmanship in that video.
Okay.
And he had every right to be confident about telling his teacher, I don't know, but I know I'm going to be famous. I know I'm going to have money. He had every right to be confident. If you watch that video online, oh my gosh.
One thing that we know about him as well is, I'm not sure exactly how this happened, but he ended up in Hawaii. He lived there for quite some time, and that's exactly where he started working at Bubba Gump. And funny enough, Bubba Gump is where he waited. He was a waiter.
Yeah,
so
waited.
He waited on a specific person who was a director. What was her name?
Ray Dawn Chong.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
Me either.
But regardless, it's a director who basically looked at him and said, "Hey, you're cute. Do you know how to act?" And he said, "Hell yeah, put me in a movie." Put me in a movie. There goes that confidence again. No experience, put me in a movie. And I think he did audition the very next day or whatever, and they basically told him, "You got it." After he heard that it was going to be out of Hawaii, he basically thought, "Oh, this is a dead deal. Nothing's gonna happen." And he told them, "I don't have money." And they looked at him and they said, "Honey, we're gonna send you over there. We pay for everything." Bro, that Hollywood life. Right away, he just got paid for and everything like that.
When I think back, I can absolutely recognize his face now, but he was actually a regular in a TV show that I watched called Everwood. It was a really, really funny show. It was on the CW back in like 2001, 2002.
You said CW.
Yeah. Maybe it was on the WB. I don't know. Like,
good Lord.
Exactly, right? It's back there. It was a show from back then. And he was on this show called Everwood. He played one of the main character's boyfriends. And thinking back, I can now recognize that is his face, right? That was just, him getting his feet a little more wet,
Mm-hmm.
The next time I can recall him being in a film was in Wanted, the Angelina action movie.
I do remember that.
Angelina Jolie and James McAvoy action film.
Very minor role he had, but
very, very, like, minor is a compliment to his role.
Yeah.
Minor is if anybody saw the movie Wanted, Chris Pratt is the guy that gets smacked in the face with a keyboard.
Yeah.
That was Chris Pratt.
Yeah. I remember when I went back to watch that movie, I'm like, that's Chris Pratt. That's crazy to see. I just love seeing the process, the progress that a lot of these actors have,
Exactly.
seeing them from no talking roles to minor talking to lead roles. Oh,
Exactly.
bro, that's amazing.
Yeah.
His breakthrough role, however, was on the amazingly funny hit show Parks and Rec. I know you love that show, so talk to me about it.
I've never seen that show. Amy Poehler just stopped me from watching that show.
Man, well, one thing that you told me about Amy Poehler is that you don't really find her too funny, but you do find her funny when she's around other people, right? Something like that. Like her comedy comes from who she's with.
Yeah.
So, and that's exactly what this show does, including Chris Pratt's character. Their chemistry together is so great, And it's just one of those shows to me. It's like The Office. You watched it, you finished it, but there's just some episodes you can just replay and replay because it's just so funny. And the way you're looking at me right now does not, you don't believe me.
What? If it's like The Office, how come they don't talk about it like The Office?
It's going to come back, I promise you. People are going to be talking about Parks and Rec years later, the same way people made The Office.
It gained a cult following.
Exactly. They gained a cult following that basically brought it back up again,
Mm-hmm.
And I truly believe Parks and Rec is going to do it again sometime. But aside from that, with that role, even in Parks and Rec, he's always been typecast as the immature, playful guy,
Mm-hmm.
And he does it so well, which makes this next part very, very interesting to know that he, has been in some serious roles, such as Her with Joaquin Phoenix, 10 Years, and Navy SEAL. But on top of that, the one that really started it off for him was Moneyball.
Moneyball. I remember that one.
Yeah, with Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill. And it was great to see him step out of the, childish, immature character that he usually plays.
Yeah, it's like we asked about our question of the day, right? Whenever these people get the opportunity to step out of their typical roles, whatever they're normally cast as, man, like give someone the opportunity, and if they absolutely kill it, they absolutely kill it.
Yeah.
But he absolutely bodied it.
That's the best way to say it, really. And on top of that, aside from him stepping out of his, usual roles, he took his career to the next level by getting into the franchise game.
Oh yeah,
bro. He started with the Lego movie. The Lego movie came out in 2014. Guardians of the Galaxy came out in 2014 as well, but the Lego movie came out first. Lego movie, I think, has 2 movies out. I think there's 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. 2 movies and like maybe a few TV spots.
Okay, yeah. And then Guardians of the Galaxy were, part 3 comes out tomorrow, so there goes a whole trilogy, under his name. And Jurassic World.
I think he's already 3 movies in with that one.
Yeah, Jurassic World. There's Jurassic World. There's Jurassic World 2, The Return of the Dinosaurs, and then Jurassic World 3, Dinosaurs Bite Back. I'm messing with you. That's none of the movie name. But it's 1, 2, and 3. It's a whole trilogy.
So, but yeah, man, taking his career to the next level with getting in the franchise game. When you start dealing in franchises, that's guaranteed work, guaranteed money. And if I were still chasing Hollywood in that way, a franchise is absolutely what I'd be after.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of chasing Hollywood and money, he also married Catherine Schwarzenegger.
Oh my gosh, that's old Hollywood money. That is that is money for a long time.
Schwarzenegger. He married the Terminator's daughter.
There you go.
In 20
there you go.
In 2019.
I just saw an interview with Chris Pratt, and he was talking about being married to Catherine Schwarzenegger, and I guess Arnold is famous or known for his like and his taste in cigars. Chris Pratt doesn't smoke,
right?
So Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "Hey, come by the house. Let's have a cigar sometime." And he says, "Yeah, absolutely." And his wife is all like, "But you don't smoke." But Arnold Schwarzenegger asked me to have a cigar with him.
Yeah, like
what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, tell him no. Another thing, so we talked about how he's married to his daughter, but little do a lot of people know that he was married before to the funny Anna Faris. They were married for quite a few years, and they got 3 kids together. They had 3 kids together, ranging between 10 years and 11 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Now, Frankie, before we end this episode, you already know I have to hit you guys with the movie of the week. I don't recommend bad movies, so my movie of the week is Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Give it to him.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is a wild ride of adventure, humor, and heart that will have you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. The ragtag team of misfits that we fell in love with in the first movie is back and better than ever, facing new challenges and meeting new allies as they travel the galaxy. But this time, things are a little different. The Guardians are on the run from a dangerous race of aliens who will stop at nothing to get revenge on them for stealing a valuable power source. As they attempt to evade the pursuers, the Guardians encounter a mysterious figure named Ego, played by the one and only Kurt Russell, who claims to be Peter Quill's long-lost father. As the team digs deeper into Ego's world, they discover dark secrets and uncover a plot that could threaten the entire universe. With epic action sequences, hilarious banter, and emotional moments that will tug at your heartstrings, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is a movie you just don't want to miss. So grab some popcorn, settle in, and get ready to join Star-Lord and the gang on an unforgettable journey through space. It's a movie you just don't want to miss. It will make you laugh, it'll make you cry, and leave you feeling uplifted and inspired. Don't miss out on one of the most entertaining MCU films of recent years. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is just a must-watch for any fan of sci-fi, action, or just a plain old good storytelling.
Yeah, and you know how I feel about storytelling, man. I like that you chose Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and not the first one. The first one was good, but the second one, as far as like acting ability goes, all the characters display more of it in this film.
Ooh, that's actually very interesting to point out because it's true. Definitely true, especially since it gets deep into that whole father figure emotional that
Yeah, a lot of emotion.
Yeah. A lot of emotion that a lot of people, themselves probably feel. But that was our episode for today. We really hope you enjoyed it. Do not forget our May movie releases, starting with Guardians of the Galaxy 3, coming out tomorrow, May 5th. And we also got Hypnotic with Ben Affleck coming out on May 13th.
We want to give a special shout out to Chris Pratt for joining us today for the Actors Profile.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for all your personal information.
Thanks so much.
And don't forget our movie of the week. I do not recommend bad movies, so you can already know this is going to be a good one. Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Be sure to answer our question of the day on IG and Twitter. What actor or actress had a stellar performance after stepping out of their usual roles? IG and Twitter at Discuss the Films. Also, you can listen to us on a variety of places now. We're on Spotify.
What?
We're on Google Podcasts.
Google?
We're on Apple Podcasts.
Apple?
Amazon Music.
What?
And iHeartRadio.
Lord Almighty, we are going everywhere, Frankie. We're just going everywhere.
We are, man. Also, follow us on YouTube at Discuss the Film. We're going to get some stuff started over there real soon.
Oh, yeah. You're going to start seeing some faces.
All right, guys. So until then, my name is Frankie.
And my name is Herb. We'll talk to you again soon.